Sometimes, the loudest noise in life doesn't come from the world around us. It comes from inside our own minds. Have you ever felt that way? When everything outside is quiet, but your thoughts keep shouting? Memories from yesterday. Worries about tomorrow. You want peace, but your mind keeps running. Stay with me until the end, because today, you'll hear the story of a young man who found peace, not on a mountain, not in a temple, but on the still waters of a silent lake. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green hills, there lived a young man named Noah. He was the son of a fisherman, strong, kind, but deeply restless. Even on the calmest mornings, Noah's heart felt heavy. He worked beside his father, fixing nets and rowing boats, but his mind was never truly there. When he was fishing, he thought about the past, about mistakes, regrets, and words he wished he could take back. At night, he lay awake thinking about the future, about debts, work, and problems that hadn't even happened yet. His mind was like a storm that never ended, and because of that storm, he forgot how to smile. People in the village often said, "Noah looks alive, but his spirit is somewhere far away." And they were right. Even when surrounded by others, he felt trapped inside his own thoughts. Sometimes he would sit by the river for hours, watching the current flow, wondering if peace was something he could ever find. He kept telling himself, "One day, when things get better, I'll finally be happy." But that one day never came. One afternoon, while walking near the lake, Noah noticed an old man sitting quietly by the shore. His name was Elder Aran, a gentle boatman known for his wisdom and calm presence. He spent his days guiding travelers across the lake, and many said that one conversation with him could change your life. Noah approached and asked softly, "Elder Aran, how can you sit here so peacefully? You're doing nothing." The old man smiled. "Who told you I'm doing nothing? I'm watching the lake." Noah frowned. "What can the lake possibly teach you?" Aran turned his gaze to the water. "Everything. The lake is the mirror of the mind. Curious and desperate for peace." Noah sat beside him. "Then please, teach me. My thoughts never stop." The old man nodded gently. "Come to the dock tomorrow morning," he said. "Bring nothing but yourself." When Noah arrived, Elder Aran was already waiting in his small wooden boat. He motioned for Noah to step in. Together, they drifted slowly toward the center of the lake. The water was perfectly still, so calm that it reflected the sky like a flawless mirror. The air was cool. The world felt silent. After a long moment, Aran spoke. "Now, Noah, row as fast as you can." Noah hesitated. "As fast as I can?" "Yes, don't stop until I tell you." So Noah began rowing. Faster and faster. The oars splashed violently. Ripples spread in every direction. The calm surface shattered into waves. The reflection of the sky disappeared completely. "Keep going!" shouted Aran. Noah's arms burned. Sweat covered his face. Finally, gasping for air, he said, "I can't anymore." Aran lifted his hand. "Stop." Noah stopped rowing. The boat rocked gently, surrounded by churning water. The surface was still wild, disturbed, chaotic. Aran asked, "What do you see now?" Noah looked down. "Nothing. Only waves and noise." The old man smiled. "Good. Now, wait." Minute by minute, the waves began to fade. The circles of water grew smaller, slower, softer until the lake was calm again. And when the water settled, the sky returned clear, endless, and beautiful. Aran pointed to the reflection. "That," he said, "is your mind." Noah frowned. "My mind?" Aran nodded. "When you fight your thoughts, you stir the water. When you chase peace, you lose it. But when you simply watch, without judgment or control, your mind settles on its own. Then, and only then, can it reflect the truth." Noah stared at the water in silence. For the first time, he understood. "So I don't need to fight my thoughts. Just let them be?" Aran smiled softly. "Exactly. Be present. When you row, row. When you eat, eat. When you breathe, just breathe. Peace doesn't come from silence outside. It comes from stillness inside." Noah's eyes filled with quiet awe. That simple scene on the lake had just rewritten his entire way of seeing the world. That day, Noah returned home changed. The lake hadn't moved, but something within him had shifted forever. The next morning, he woke before sunrise. Instead of rushing to work, he sat near the window, closed his eyes, and just breathed. He listened to the wind, the birds, the distant sound of water. For the first time in years, his thoughts didn't feel like enemies. They came and went, like clouds passing in the sky. Whenever his mind grew noisy, he remembered Aaron's words, "Don't fight the waves, watch them." Days turned into weeks. His sleep improved. His face looked lighter. Even the people in the village began to notice. One evening, his mother said, "Noah, you seem different, peaceful. What happened?" He smiled and answered, "I stopped trying to fix the world inside my head. Now, I just let it rest." Soon, people began seeking his advice. When someone complained about anxiety or fear, Noah would take them to the lake and say, "Sit here, look at the water. What you see outside is what you feel inside." And one by one, others began to understand. The entire village learned to pause, to breathe, to live in the now. They started calling it the lesson of the lake. And without even realizing it, Noah had become what Elder Aaron once was, a teacher of peace, not through words, but through presence. A year later, Elder Aaron passed away quietly in his sleep. He left behind his small boat for Noah with a single sentence carved into the wooden oar. "Peace is not found in the silence of the world, but in the silence of the mind." That evening, Noah took the boat out onto the lake. The moon shone like silver on the surface of the water. He rowed slowly, feeling the cool air against his skin. The sound of each stroke was gentle, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. When he reached the center, he stopped. The lake was still again, perfectly calm. He looked down and saw his reflection, framed by the stars above, and he smiled. He finally understood everything. The world didn't need to change for him to find peace. He only needed to change how he looked at it. The lake hadn't taught him about water. It had taught him about himself. The mind is like a lake. The harder you try to control it, the more it ripples. But when you stop struggling and simply observe, it reflects the beauty of life exactly as it is. So if today your mind feels restless, don't fight it. Sit still, breathe, watch your inner lake. Because the peace you seek is not waiting in tomorrow. It's resting in this very moment. The lake of the mind reflects the sky only when the water is calm. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to quiet their mind. Because sometimes, what we need most is not more noise, but a single, silent moment of awareness. True peace doesn't appear when you control your thoughts. It appears when you stop letting them control you. The present moment is not a place you reach, it's the home you've always had. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Someone out there might need this message today. Like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more stories that bring peace to your mind and courage to your heart. Remember, your calmness is your power. Protect it.